What's a childhood memory that seemed normal until you grew up and realized it wasn't? When I was little, I thought everyone's mom played the quiet game. It was this thing we did whenever dad was about to come home from work. Mom would turn off the TV, dim the lights, and say, "Okay, quiet game starts now. No talking, no questions." I used to think it was fun, like a challenge. I'd giggle and try to stay silent for as long as possible, and if I slipped up, Mom would gently put her finger to her lips and smile. "Shh, we don't want to lose." Sometimes I'd ask, "When does the game end?" She'd say, "When Daddy's had time to relax." Looking back, it wasn't a game. It was survival. I didn't notice the tension in her voice then. I didn't notice the way she moved, quickly, nervously, to make sure everything was in place before he walked in. Dinner hot, shoes by the door, no mess in sight. I just knew that when Dad walked in, the air changed. He wasn't a monster. He didn't scream or throw things. But his silence was like a razor blade, cold, sharp, and always hanging in the room. If I asked too many questions at dinner, he'd clear his throat. If I laughed too loudly, he'd blink slowly and say, "Use your indoor voice." And if Mom forgot anything, the salt, a napkin, something trivial, he'd let it sit in silence, just long enough for the shame to settle. When I turned 14, I stopped playing the quiet game. I started noticing things, like how Mom never invited people over, how her laugh always died mid-sound when he entered the room, and how she'd flinch when he raised his hand, even if it was just to brush hair from her face. It wasn't until college that I realized we weren't playing a game, we were managing a man. Now, years later, I asked Mom why she stayed so long. She says, "Because I thought a quiet house was better than a broken one." But here's what I've learned. Silence can break you too. And sometimes the bravest thing a child can do is stop playing the game.